What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking a bit casual. We just have some casual gameplay in the background, but we are talking about some things that could happen, and especially for Animal Crossing, could be a giant update. The first, in my opinion, giant update for this game. Now, I'm of course talking about the Nintendo Direct happening tomorrow, and Nintendo of America tweeted out that tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific, there will be a Nintendo Direct live stream featuring roughly 50 minutes of information focused on available games like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and games coming to Nintendo Switch in the first half of 2021. So immediately, my mind goes racing, and these Directs do feature big things and big games. And as you can see, and I want to really break this down here, featuring roughly 50 minutes of information focused on available games like Smash Bros. So obviously they're going to show a Smash Brothers character, but available games, information focused on available games, to me, what is the biggest game that Nintendo currently has? And that is Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, I know that we are having a Mario update, and Animal Crossing has been getting their own trailers. Animal Crossing and Pokemon kind of act like their own entities. Like usually when you see a Nintendo Direct like this, or Nintendo tweeting about things or putting out trailers, generally Pokemon and Animal Crossing won't be included in those. They kind of exist on their own. So, one might think Animal Crossing is probably not going to show up in this Direct. However, we do have the giant Mario/Nintendo update coming for Animal Crossing. And what better way to showcase their biggest game in the world in this presentation, which there's going to be tons of eyes on. Nintendo has really been silent, the past year or so, for, pandemic reasons, possibly, but, they've been working on some things. They've been putting out ports and, older games and things like that. But I think right now, tomorrow at least, they're going to showcase some pretty big things. So of course I'm going to focus in on Animal Crossing. I do think this is going to be Smash Bros, Zelda, possibly even Mario heavy, but they might show the first glimpse at what could be a giant update for Animal Crossing New Horizons. So what would categorize something as big enough to show in this Nintendo Direct? Well, actually a bunch of things come to mind, and I'll start off with the things that I think are the most likely. The first thing is the entire Mario update trailer could in fact be sprinkled in this Nintendo Direct. They could use this time to say, hey, Animal Crossing is still alive and well, and here are some amazing Mario items coming to the game. They could show off like Mario costumes and warp pipes and piranha plants and things like that. And it could be just a really fun way to kind of give more attention to this Mario update. So that is the most likely. And also the fact that it is a Nintendo Mario update, it would actually fit really well in this Nintendo Direct. Now, if they showed that, could that mean bigger things for this Mario update? Could the Nintendo characters come back? Could we see Epona and Ganon and things like that? There's also been speculation on the Sanrio characters. This would be a pretty good way to show off some of the Sanrio characters, show them in action, mention the Sanrio amiibo cards. There's been a lot of speculation on how big this, Sanrio Animal Crossing collab drop is going to be. Are they just re-releasing collector cards, or is this going to be a bigger thing? So Sanrio characters, Nintendo update is probably the most likely thing here. Now, if you go ahead a little bit, the Mario update could exist on its own next month like it's scheduled, or we could possibly get a larger update involving a summer NPC, Tortimer's Island, Cap'n, things like that. I think that we could see a bigger multiplayer update surrounding those characters. Now, if you're not familiar, Tortimer's Island was essentially a multiplayer island, and the character Cap'n would actually pick you up from your dock and bring you to the multiplayer island. It was amazing. It was just a great way to interact with your friends more. I know that there's a lot of complaints and things with people not enjoying Animal Crossing New Horizons enough, or there's not enough to do. I personally think it's a great game, but I do agree that there is a multiplayer element that is lacking. And guys, let's look at, open your maps right now. We all have docks. So the fact that we all have a specific thing on our islands just opens that possibility for Cap'n and makes it that much more realistic. So I definitely think, they could add like 4 or 5 mini games. I believe you won your own currency on Tortimer's Island, which you can unlock more items and exclusive furniture sets and things like that. So I think a Tortimer's Island would be really cool. And it really wouldn't do anything to the game to, majorly. Like I said, we all have a dock. Captain would pick us up, and then we would just go to another island, similar to Harv's Island. Now, another possibility would be Happy Home Designer or Happy Home Academy. Happy Home Designer was actually a spin-off of Animal Crossing on the 3DS. And essentially, you became an employee of Happy Home Academy. You got to redesign your villagers' houses and, make restaurants and things like that. And I thought it was a really cool aspect of Animal Crossing. And, that spin-off game, I was a big fan of. It just gave another layer to the world a little bit. You felt more connected to the villagers. And I think that's something we all want anyway. We all want the ability to redesign our villagers' houses and do more, because in the game, Happy Home Academy exists. Like if you guys check your mail and you get that Happy Home Academy score, and then they give you a medal or like a plaque or something based on how well you did. So it already exists in the game. There is some backstory already in the game. Also, we could be introduced to more characters like Digby and Lottie and things like that. So the possibility of a Happy Home Academy or Happy Home Designer type update, I think it's pretty likely at some point, if not in this update. Now, the real question is, will these updates be paid DLC or not? Now, for the first year, it hasn't even been a year yet. For the first year, we've gotten free updates. And on every one of those update cards, it says free update or free for now, or I don't know, available free. I don't know what it says. But all of these updates have been free. Will that change? And the answer might be yes. If Nintendo's willing to give us bigger and better updates, I'm talking giant updates, like 20 to 30 hour updates, maybe even more, hundreds of hours if it's the multiplayer update. I think most fans would be willing to pay. I think there is going to be a little bit of backlash because we have all been sort of trained to kind of expect these updates to be free. Just update our Switch and then you can download the update for free. I don't know how that feeling is going to change once we have to start paying for updates. I think most fans would be happy to pay because we just want more and more for this game. But it's going to be interesting to see kind of the response by fans and response by people in the community. Another possibility could be a introduction to new villagers or an item drop or some major update to terraforming. To me, that really doesn't. I don't think that would necessarily show well. I think Animal Crossing fans, like the diehard Animal Crossing fans, would love to see new villagers. But I think because this is in a Nintendo Direct, I'm leaning more towards either the Mario update being shown or something like Tortimer's Island. I really think a multiplayer update would show really well and it would get a lot of people excited. So guys, we have a Nintendo Direct tomorrow. This video is not going to be relevant for much longer, so enjoy it while you got it. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be 50 minutes long. Again, I'm not confirming anything. I am not saying this is definitely going to happen, but if a giant update were to come to Animal Crossing, this would be the time to talk about it. That's all I'm going to say. I've been on record of saying that I think a giant summer update is coming to this game, and I still believe that. This would be the perfect time for Nintendo to announce it and kind of tell us the pricing structure and get us excited about that. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think, guys. Do you think this is a possibility? Do you even think Animal Crossing will be shown? Or am I just being crazy? I really do. I mean, listen, they said focused on available games. To me, your biggest game should be in that discussion. I don't know. I'll probably be live streaming this event tomorrow. We're going to have a Smash Bros reveal. It's going to talk heavily about Zelda for the anniversary and things like that. But Animal Crossing could sneak its way in there and take the spotlight. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for today. Again, let me know in the comment section, predictions, Animal Crossing predictions, Zelda predictions. I don't care. I just want to talk about this Direct. All right. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you there.